What's up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new episode of the Not Tuah podcast. I'm your host. This is episode number 15. Episode number 15 of the Not Tuah podcast. It is 9:49 a.m. on the 18th of January 2025 Indian Standard Time. I'm trying something new today. Normally, I have my mic set up on like a mic arm thing, but today I'm going handheld mode. All right, the mic is in my hand. I can like move it around. Hopefully, that doesn't impact the volume a lot. Maybe I should listen to this and see kind of what the deal is with the audio. Okay, I just played it back. The audio looks fine. We should be good. So I'm gonna go handheld mode for this podcast. I'm gonna see how I like it. All right. So what's been up with me? My foot hurts a lot. Oh, you know what? I can't actually look stuff up now because one of my hands is like taken up by the mic. Fuck, I think I might have to go back to the mic stand. Damn it. Okay, hang on. Okay, we're back on the mic stand, and I guess I'm gonna look up what's going on with my foot because it does hurt a lot. Like whenever I stand on it. Live WebMD fucking Google search. Foot hurts while walking. Okay. Medicalnewstoday.com. Plantar fasciitis. No, it's more towards the toes. Morton's neuroma. In the ball of the foot? I don't think so. Metatarsalgia. Sharp aching and burning pain on the ball of the foot. This pain is usually concentrated in the ball of the foot just behind the toes. Okay. Rest and ice. Okay, so I should probably get some ice then. Place the middle of the foot on a step and lower the heel. That gonna hurt so fucking much. Tendinitis? Not that. Not that. No. Okay, so I should probably just go get some ice. Should I get some ice? Do I have ice? I don't think I do. Let me go check my freezer. Maybe I might have not ice, but I might have something frozen. Okay, well, the only frozen stuff in my fridge was some chicken, which I don't really feel like putting my feet on some chicken. I was kind of hoping for like a bag of frozen peas, maybe. But whatever. So I put some water in the ice cube tray, and I guess I'll go get that when I'm done recording the podcast. But yeah, other than my fucking foot hurting a lot, I don't think there's much to report. I haven't been doing much this week. Coming up on the end of the semester here, so not a lot going on in college. We're mostly done with the syllabus for every class, I think. Mostly. There's a couple classes where we're like not even close. What else? I've decided to take on a little bit of a carpentry project. So there's like a little nook in my bedroom, where my bed, it's the most comfy spot for the bed because it has like walls on three sides. So I like kind of cramped enclosed spaces. I know that's weird, but I like those. So it's hard to describe, but it's like the perfect spot for my bed. But my bed is like half an inch too big to fit in that space. So I've decided that one of these days I'm gonna go grab a saw and I'm gonna cut out half an inch from the side of the bed. It should be fine because you have the actual bed, right? And then there's like some wooden planks that extend off of the bed a little bit. And then the wooden plank that is too big to fit in the area. So if I just cut off a little bit of the wooden plank, we should be fine. So I'm gonna do that, and then maybe I'll move the like setup into my bedroom. I don't know. Um, Cause like it's in front of a window as well, so it would be nice to look out a window every now and then. I've forgotten what the sun looks like, low key. Um, I went on the metro the day before yesterday. People were still out. They were on their Sankranti vacation. Sankranti, for those unaware, is a festival. I think. I think it's the harvest festival. No, it can't be. Harvest festival in the start of the year? No way. Um, but yeah, so people are still out on their Sankranti vacation, so the metro was pretty empty, which was nice. Um, my phone has been acting up battery wise. Like it says it's at 100% all day, and then just randomly out of nowhere it drops to zero and it turns off. And so I don't know how much battery my phone has. I just kind of always assume it's close to death. So I keep charging it every moment that I get. And so when the metro was empty, I finally got to use the plugs that were in the metro. So that's where I charged my phone. Um, yeah, I guess it's nice that they included the plug on the metro. That was nice of them. Okay. Uh, is that everything? I feel like that might be everything. Okay. Let's get into the topic for this podcast today. Um, okay, let's start with the biggest piece of news for me, anyways. The one that impacts me the most. The Weekend has cancelled his concert at the Rose Bowl Arena and has delayed his upcoming album, Hurry Up Tomorrow, from the 24th of January to the 31st of January. Um, in his announcement on like Instagram and Twitter, he said he's doing it out of respect for the victims of the Los Angeles wildfires. Which, like, yeah, you know, he lives in the affected area, so I understand why he'd want to delay the album. And then like the Rose Bowl Arena, where he was going to perform a special one night only concert, um, one day after the album releases, that's being used as like um base camp. That's where all the firefighters are. They're like chilling at the Rose Bowl, and then they like wake up in the morning, and they go out and they fight the fire. So it would be a bit fucked up to just like kick them out so you can have a little concert. Um, so I understand all that. There's some people on the Weekend subreddit. It's Reddit, so never never a good batch of people on that website. I say having been an avid redditor for like 10 years, I think, or 9 years maybe. Anyways, so some people on here, they fucking do not care They're like, oh, I mean, he delayed the album because he ain't gonna go out there and he's gonna stop the fires himself. Blah, 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 blah. Like, hey man, have a little fucking respect, maybe. You know, people's houses are gone. People have died in this fire, and you're mad because you don't get to listen to that music. It just fucking pisses me off, man. Um, he canceled the concert as mentioned, and like, okay, sure, that I kinda get because like with the concert ticket, they were offering like hotel booking, that's like a package deal, and the hotel bookings are non-refundable. I think, even though of course they should be refundable, but apparently they're not. And people have already booked flights into LA um, to see this concert, and so the flights are also non-refundable. So people are just some people here on the subreddit, they're just flying into Los Angeles for like a week or for the weekend. Um, which like yeah, I guess. Um, hopefully the fire is under control in the next week. Um, but whatever. Uh, so that's my 2 cents on the weekend situation. I understand the delay. I understand the cancellation. All right, I just you know, especially on the Reddit, I just wish more people understood it. Okay. My next topic, the Indian radar. All right, this is when I can tell when someone online is Indian. I don't know if that's like weird, but I can tell. Like, I'd say maybe 8 times out of 10, I can tell when someone online is Indian because we have like a particular. Well, I don't, but we have a particular style of typing. We have a particular choice of vocabulary. Um, there's like a couple of hallmarks that I look at. Is that the right word? Hallmark? Hallmark. Enter. A mark stamped on an article of gold, silver, or platinum by the British Essay Office per certifying the standard of purity. Okay, whatever. There's a couple of hallmarks that I look out for when I decide if someone is Indian or not. So first of all, and again, this applies mostly to Reddit because again, avid Redditor for 10 years, unfortunately. Um, okay, so one of the biggest things that makes me even start considering like, okay, maybe this person is Indian. One of the biggest things is a space between a word and the punctuation, right? So they'll do like, I'm so excited, space, exclamation mark. That's like one of the biggest like tip off. Like, oh, I should look into this person a little bit. So there's that. Um, Another big thing to look out for is random capitalization. Um, like some word they'll be like again our sentence. I'm so excited. The first E in excited, that would be capitalized. Uh, I'm so ex- I'm so capital E excited space exclamation mark. Another thing is, okay, this is like probably the weakest of the hallmarks that I look out for. But another thing is that they often censor the swear word, but like in a way that you can tell what the swear word is. So like in our sentence, I'm so F star CKING capital E excited space exclamation mark. You know, So if I read a comment like that, I'll be like, hang on, hold up, is this person Indian? And then finally, it's also like vibe based. Again, as I mentioned before, I'm a very vibes based person. You know, so sometimes like it'll be in the choice of their words. Um, how erudite, is that the right word? uh, erudite, having or showing great knowledge or learning. Okay, so it's not that. L- elucent? What am I thinking of? Whatever. They use very fancy words like I just tried and failed to do. Um. So yeah, there's that. Those are my hallmarks. Fucking space between the word and the word and the punctuation mark. That's always the biggest one. Um, and then fuck, what was the next one? Random capitalization. Uh, Ineffective censoring of swear words, and then vocab, and then vibes. Right? You come. These are the five infinity stones. I think there were six infinity stones, but these are the five infinity stones that you need to recognize that someone online is Indian. Should I be sharing this information? Let me know down in the comments. I should do that more. I should do that more. A call to action, maybe drive up the viewer engagement or like listener engagement. Let me know down in the comments if you've identified any Indian people using these hallmarks. And then the way I like verify is I go through their post history. Usually they're posting in either like the India subreddit or their city subreddit, or like usually oftentimes they're posting on the subreddit for like our college entrance exams. Yeah. Okay. What one? Is there anything else I wanted to say? I don't think so. Okay. Uh, let's move into our big topic. This is probably what I'll name the episode after. Our big topic for this episode, the TikTok ban that is going into effect tomorrow as I record this podcast. Um, TikTok says it will go dark on Sunday without US government action. So, for those unaware, um, TikTok has been banned, or it's gonna be banned in the United States on Sunday, the 19th of January 2025, unless its parent company, ByteDance, sells it to a quote neutral party, which obviously means an American company. Um, and ByteDance is a Chinese company. So basically, what's going to happen is if ByteDance doesn't sell TikTok, or at least the US version of TikTok, doesn't sell that to an American company, then they're going to ban TikTok in the US. And so today's the 18th of January, and their deadline is the 19th, and so far no deal has been announced. So it's not looking too bright, I will say. Not looking too good for TikTok. Um, Several people have like stepped up to buy it. I think Mr. Beast. Did Mr. Beast try to buy TikTok? Hang on. Mr. Beast buys TikTok. Mr. Beast eyes TikTok acquisition to prevent US ban. Yeah, I don't. Mr. Beast, I know he has like more money than God, but like he doesn't have enough money to buy TikTok. TikTok, it had to be like a billion of dollars situation. How much did Elon pay for Twitter? How much did Elon pay for Twitter? $44 billion. TikTok, I feel like TikTok has to be in that vein. Like at least $20 billion, I think. Right? So yeah, I think if I was the owner of TikTok, I would not sell for under $20 billion. Mr. Beast does not have $20 billion. Who has $20 billion? Elon, didn't Elon have to take like a bunch of loans to buy Twitter? He like took a bunch of loans and then he didn't buy Twitter, and then the banks were like, "Hey man, you took out the loan to buy TikTok. You gotta buy no, you took out the loan to buy Twitter. You gotta buy Twitter." And we were like, "Fuck, I gotta buy Twitter." Um, but I'm not reading the whole Wikipedia article. I opened the Wikipedia article specifically on Elon's acquisition of Twitter. There's a Wikipedia article specifically about that, which is crazy. Um, okay, anyway. So, the law has been passed, so it's like 100% confirmed now. This is the end game for TikTok. 24 hours from now, presumably, I don't know, what's the time? What's the time in EST? Okay, so 24 hours and 10 minutes from now, TikTok is being banned in the United States. And, it is unfortunate. I mean, it's been banned in India for ages, but like, I've been using VPNs. But the average person is not going to want to side load TikTok onto their phone and then download a VPN. And, you know, most people are not going to want to do that. So people have been migrating, and there's a conspiracy. Okay, I'm not saying that I agree, and I'm not saying this is my opinion, but there has been a conspiracy that Mark Zuckerberg was behind the TikTok ban, or like, getting the ball rolling on the TikTok ban. Okay, let me talk about the TikTok ban real quick. So, the American government claims that the primary reason behind banning TikTok is Chinese espionage. They're concerned that TikTok being owned by a Chinese company means that ByteDance, the Chinese company in question, ByteDance has access to all the data on every American citizen registered on TikTok, which probably, probably every social media website has access to like every bit of your data these days. It's crazy. Um, but yeah, so that was their thing. They were like, we don't want China to have data on American citizens. So how about you sell? How about you, Mr. TikTok? How about you stop being controlled by China, please? But then ByteDance said, no, we're not gonna sell TikTok. And so the ban happened. Um, ooh, okay. Now the conspiracy here is that Mark Zuckerberg is kind of behind the whole thing, or he like again, like I said, he got the ball rolling. As a way to try and get people to jump ship to Instagram Reels instead of TikTok, which honestly might work. Because again, people are not gonna sideload TikTok. They're not gonna download a VPN. Okay, people want the least amount of friction between them and their content, right? And so going on an Instagram reel is easier than sideloading and VPNing. So that's what's gonna happen. A lot of people are gonna go on Instagram reels. Um, but a lot of people are not gonna go on Instagram reels. So okay, so in their attempt to prevent a Chinese company, which by the way, TikTok isn't owned by a Chinese company. TikTok is not a Chinese company. The CEO, the CEO is Singaporean. There was that whole famous like interview situation, right? Where the senators were like, Mr. CEO, are you affiliated with the Chinese Communist Party? And then the CEO was like, Senator, no, I'm Singaporean. And like they just didn't fucking know what the difference was. That was hilarious. Um God, that was like years ago. It feels like it's been years ago. It was probably like 1 year ago. Anyways. So people have gone from TikTok to a different 100% Chinese app called Xiaohongshu or Red Note. Um, it's basically TikTok and Instagram rolled into one, and then I think Amazon also. I think. I've been on Red Note for the past couple of days because TikTok was banned here in India in 2021, I think. It was banned here in India again for similar concerns. It was banned because it was a Chinese app. God, no one really likes the Chinese, do they? It's weird. I have nothing against the Chinese. Um. Okay. So it was banned in India because it was a Chinese application, and so I've been sideloading and using a VPN to go on TikTok. Because that's where all the Americans are, and like you guys might not want to admit it, especially those living not in America. But you kind of have to admit they are the funniest ones. Alright? The US, maybe a little bit of Canada. I can think of like two people from Canada that I think are funny. Yeah, two people. And maybe one of them not even Canadian. I'm not entirely sure. But that region of the world, I think, at the very least, that region of the world aligns the most with my sense of humor. So obviously, I'm gonna go wherever those people are. And so, not a majority, but a considerable number of those people have shifted to Xiaohongshu, also known as Red Note. So I've been on Red Note for the past couple of days. I feel like I'm just repeating myself, talking in circles at this point. But I've been on Red Note for the past few days, and it it feels good. It feels good. It feels much more relaxed. It's definitely the most relaxing social media that I've ever been on. I feel I feel at peace whenever I'm on Red Note. Cause right now the internet people right now they're like adjusting to the huge influx of TikTok creators onto that app. So the internet people like teaching you Chinese internet slang. Um, 666. If you see that in like a Chinese comment section, that means that like what you're showing is like really cool. So if I were to watch a video of like a T-Rex shooting from the 3 point line and getting a swish, getting it in the basket, no rim, I'd be like, thick, 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 bro. That shit is swag. So they've been teaching Chinese internet slang. Um, they've they're really big into animals on Red Note, which is what I've noticed. It's like every comment section. That's another thing, by the way. You can put pictures in the comment section of the app, a feature that TikTok sorely missed. It's been getting a lot of use on Red Note. So like almost every post, you open the comments, you're gonna see a little creature, right? You're gonna see like a dog or a cat in the comment section. It's very fun. It's very relaxing. Um, Not all in sunshines and rainbows though. Because it is a Chinese app, the filters aren't really set up for like English speakers. So I've seen a couple slurs on there because again the filters are not set up to detect that. So I've seen a couple slurs, mostly against black people, which is not good, no bueno, but also against members of the LGBT community, which also Red Note has been banning accounts about the LGBT community. So it's not a perfect replacement. It's not a perfect replacement, of course, but it's still pretty good. Like I'm assuming it's gonna be at least a couple months until the dust settles and we find the real successor to TikTok. Or like someone buys TikTok. I don't know. But it's gonna be a couple months until the dust settles. And I'd suggest in the meantime, maybe give Red Note a try. You know? It's like the number one social media app on the App Store right now, I think. Which is crazy. Could you imagine being a regular Chinese user of Red Note, and then you go to sleep one day and you wake up the next day, your feed is filled with like LeBron James and Family Guy clip? That, oh man, that'd be crazy. What I wouldn't give to have that experience. That right, that's another thing. That's another thing. Um, I've seen a couple Indian people on Red Note, but like they've been here for a while. Like I'm seeing posts from Indian people from like November, December, maybe. With like, yeah, I guess if TikTok was banned here, maybe there was a similar migration to Red Note. You know, when TikTok was banned in India, I wasn't living in India. I wasn't on Indian TikTok, so I don't know about I don't know about how they kind of handled that situation. But maybe there was a migration to Red Note, and now they've migrated back to Instagram Reels. But I've seen a couple Indian content creators on Red Note, a couple from my city as well, which is fun. Oh right, yeah, there's like a thing on Red Note called like your local feed, and it just shows like posts and videos from people that live in your area. So obviously you have to give them your location. But if I okay, well there isn't any local content now. But there was some local content a couple days ago. Um okay. Okay. Anyways. So that's my 2 cents on the TikTok ban. I think it's stupid, but also Americans, welcome to my world. This is how I've been living for the past 3 years, okay? This is how I've been living. Okay, what else? I guess let's do the poll review. Poll review of the last episode. I don't remember what the poll was. Spotify for creators. Let's see. So it's taking a while to load. Okay, how do I check my polls again? Podcast. Episode. Analytics. Go to episode. No, how do I check my poll result again? Comment? Okay, here we go. Okay, 0 votes, never mind. Okay, this is a bit of a short one then, huh? There wasn't really much to talk about this week anyways. Alright. I guess let's wrap it up then. Bit of a short cast for you guys this week. I'm sorry. But also, I'm not. This has been episode 15 of the Not To A podcast. I've been your host. And I'll see you all next time. Bye bye, everybody.